Welcome back to Million Dollar Landscaper Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Molchan, and today we are going to be diving into something that could be a game changer for your landscaping business. Today, we're going to be talking about Google reviews. And for those that don't know, we do have a workshop that's going to be coming up February 8th at 6 p.m. And we're going to share with you some advanced techniques for getting your Google business profile set up to help you get more customers. And we're actually offering it 50% off right now. Right now, we're going to be offering it for $25, guys. So don't miss that. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later. So first off, why should you even care about Google reviews? Well, I like to think of them more like your digital word of mouth. Those good reviews help boost your visibility, help you get ranked higher on Google. And let's face it, we pretty much all check reviews before we hire a plumber, before we hire an electrician, or whatever you hire. Even before you go on the old Amazons and look at or purchase something, you may go look at the review, especially if you're something you're not familiar with. We all do it, and this is the exact same thing your customers do. And this is main reason why you need to be getting those reviews all the time. Now, I do recommend, and this is something I've had people ask, is do I get Google reviews? Do I get Facebook reviews? And I actually asked our friend Carl Sorensen over at Sites for Contractors this same question just to kind of get another expert's thoughts on this. And he said a couple of things. You should be getting on both platforms. And he said it really depends on where you're getting customers. But he said the main thing is we want to be getting on both platforms. So Google, though, is where you are going to be found most of the time. I think it's like a stat of like 90% of people search using Google. So this is where you want to have your reviews. And there's all kinds of different stats out there of like how many reviews you should get and all this kind of things. And we're going to share again, like I said, that stuff in our workshop coming up February 8th. But the Google reviews are just so important with helping you get ranked higher. Now, back in 2023, there was a survey done with 100, I think it was like 149 local SEO experts, and they went through and ranked some of the best ways to get ranked higher in Google, and the reviews were on there like 3 or 4 different times, different types of reviews, getting positive reviews, how recent you've had reviews. And that's so important, like just the recency of the review. So like if you haven't had any reviews in 5 years, a couple of years, whatever it is, people are gonna be like, well, these people even in business anymore? So having constant reviews, like, and these are all the factors that go into getting reviews and having the reviews and helping you get ranked higher. So again, it's one of those things you must do in today's day and age. If you own a landscaping or lawn care business and you're looking to take it to the next level, you should check out Jobber's Masters of Home Service podcast. This isn't just another industry show. It's packed full of actual growth strategies and wisdom tailored for the home service world. Are you looking to break that $1 million mark? Eager to transform your customer experience? Want to keep your staff engaged? Or even looking to introduce AI into your business operations? Masters of Home Service has you covered. You're going to dive into episodes that cover marketing, hiring, sales, operations, mental preparedness, branding, and so much more. Each episode is a masterclass in business growth featuring real service business owners who turn challenges into huge successes. This podcast is more than just listening. It's about learning from each other and leveling up with real practical advice. Check out Jobber's Masters of Home Service podcast and join a community that's all about elevating and growing together in this world of home services. They release new episodes every Tuesday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
We want to take a quick second to tell you about our friends over at Cycle CPA. I can't even express to you how important it is to have a good accountant on your side. You know you want accurate bookkeeping and financial statements every month. Instead, you're often left with limited time to focus on the accounting side of your business and no reports to show for it. At Cycle CPA, the landscaping accountants, they not only handle the bookkeeping, but also provide landscape industry benchmarking, job costing, financials by service line, advisory meetings, and much more. Cycle CPA has a team of landscaping accountants available to provide anything from bookkeeping to CFO services. Visit cyclecpa.com and for $100 off, mention the $1 Million Landscaper podcast.
So how do you even go about getting reviews? It's not as hard as you think. And one of the things I see people say is, well, I asked them and I just didn't get it. So I just kind of let it go. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. And I believe to get reviews, you need to set it up from the very beginning. When you're going out there talking to the customer, you need to set that expectation that at the end, I'm going to ask for reviews. I remember when I was in a mentor group a long time ago, and I don't remember exact name of the company, it's been so long now, but they asked for reviews. Now at that time it wasn't Google reviews, it was before the reviews, but to have it on your website and stuff and on their brochures. But there was a tree company, and they said one of the requirements was, I'll do this job for you, but at the end I'm going to ask you for a review. Same thing nowadays. We need to be setting that expectation up from the very beginning. Hey, Mrs. Smith, we're going to do an amazing job out here. We're going to create you this awesome patio that your family's going to be out here enjoying and all this stuff. We're going to go into that. And when we're done, I'm going to ask you for one small favor. When we're done, if you are totally satisfied with our project and everything we've done here, I would love a review on for Google. How's that sound? More than likely, they're going to say yes. So we're setting that expectation from the very beginning. Next thing we need to be looking at is when are the customers most happiest? It's usually at the end of the project when you are all said and done. You plugged in that amazing water feature and it's flowing right and everything looking good. Or after the customers turned on their landscape lights at night, or you just finished doing a lawn cleanup or yard cleanup, whatever it is, it's usually at the end of the project. And this is where timing is so, so important. And at the end of the project, when they're happy, we need to be asking them, hey, Mrs. Smith, remember I asked you about getting a review? Well, our goal this year is to get 100 reviews this year, and it would really, really mean a lot for us if you can give us a Google review. So here's a link. I'm gonna text you a link here real quick. A couple things we want to do, just make sure if you can tell us a little bit about what we did on your project, that would help us get our rankings up a little higher, and I would greatly appreciate it. So you do that. You send them a text, or you can say, hey, when I get back to the office, I'm going to send you an email about this. So no matter what, we need to be doing multiple different things. So if you give them a text right then and there, then we need to go back, send them an email. Just, hey, Bruce, just a reminder, just want to make sure you had a chance to give us a Google review. Here it is. Or if you say, I'm going to get back to the office and I'm going to send you that email, then text them and say, hey, Mrs. Smith, I just wanted to let you know I sent over that email with that link for the Google review. I really appreciate it if you take the time to do this. This is, again, setting up to get those positive reviews. And this, it's so, so important. And it's very simple when you do it. And you're not coming across slimy. You're not coming across sleazy or whatever some people think about this. It is just something that you need to do. But setting the expectation from the very beginning and all the way to the project is done is so important. And that's something that, again, we'll dive into and give you some scripts and stuff of what to say and how to do this in that workshop. But it is a must do. You must ask for these reviews. Otherwise, you're not going to probably get them. So you have to ask for it. It's all in how you do it. The next thing we do with these reviews is we need to respond to them. Whether you get a good review, you get a bad review, you need to respond to that customer. You need to give feedback. And I've heard there's been some studies done on, like, if you have a negative review and responding to it in a professional manner and, apologizing if it's needed and whatnot, or letting people know how you're going to make it right, actually gives you more credibility than if you just didn't respond to it at all. So basically, you're returning that bad review into something that's going to build trust and build that loyalty to future customers and possibly that customer. So it is so, so important that you get on there and respond to, again, those good reviews. Let them know, thanks, it was great working on the project, blah, blah, blah. Or if you had a bad review, I'm sorry, you had this issue. We'd love to make it right. Here's some things we could do, whatever it is. Now, occasionally we do, and I've seen this on the forums and the chats and stuff, that people are saying, well, I've gotten these bad reviews. I didn't even have them as a customer, or I think another landscape company is giving me these bad reviews, or I even had past employees give reviews. No matter what it is, We have to act professionally. Don't be an ass, don't be a smart aleck, whatever you want to call it. Be professional, because remember, we're looking at future customers looking at this, and that's how you respond to it is so, so important. And if you didn't have it as that person as a customer, say, hey, I'm sorry you experienced this, but we don't show you in our records of being a customer. I don't know if you mistaken us for somebody else, but if you'd love to reach out, we'd love to try to chat with you more to find out maybe there's a mistake on our part. Here's our phone number, reach out to us, or email, whatever it is. That is a great way to do it. And if you had some of those bad reviews that you pretty sure are fake, there are ways you can kind of go in there to try to get a review removed. Doesn't always happen, but there's some things that you may want to do. So there's managing those reviews, keeping, letting them know, giving some feedback is very, very vital. Now, again, guys, these are just some of the basics that I talked about here today, but we are going to be diving into much deeper detail, giving you some scripts, giving you some words, giving you ideas on what to post and photos and all that stuff in our workshop. Again, that's happening February 8th at 6 p.m. And guys, we're doing this for $25. This is so, so cheap. And it's going to provide you so much value, so many different ways to help get yourself found, become that local leader in your realm. And I want to share this too, that this workshop, you'll have lifetime access to it. So it's not just like a one and done and you don't get it. You can go back, watch it over and over, to replay it, to watch how I do things on the screen, and just to get those scripts and everything else. So go sign up for that. You can head over to milliondollarlandscaper.com/GBP workshop, Google Business Profile Workshop, GBP workshop, and get signed up today, guys. It's going to be happening February 8th at 6 p.m. It's going to be about roughly 90 minutes, maybe a little longer. If we go a little longer, that's fine. I plan on doing like 60 minutes of teaching, and then the rest of the time is going to be question and answers. We can share screens. We can go back and forth on things. We can look at your Google Business Profile and look at it from an outside perspective so you can see it. But again, guys, we're going to be sharing we are going to be sharing some advanced techniques, but probably some things that you've never even thought of or even knew that you can do with Google Business Profile. And again, it's all about getting more leads, getting more customers, and that's the whole premise behind it. And there's a lot of things you can do, and it's a free platform, guys. You don't have to pay for this. It's free. So you might as well take advantage of it. Get signed up today. Hope to see you in that workshop. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.